Welcome to another edition of the Hoop Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson. I'm joined by the mighty Joe Yeager. Mighty Joe, man, Red Raiders, they're rolling again. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, seems like old times, huh?
Yep.
About this time last year, we were getting pretty excited.
Yep.
So yes, they had the 3-game losing streak, and since then they've been pretty much on fire. The one loss was a 16-point loss at Kansas, and lo and behold, here we are, and they got a chance to get back at the Jayhawks. I was going to say something else pejorative, but I won't. The Jayhawks. Yeah, they're coming to town Saturday, and it's going to be a wild time in the old USA. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Joe, the Red Raiders have won 4 straight. 6 of 7. Like you said, only loss in that time was against the Jayhawks. I have a feeling it's going to be different here, and I know it's going to be looked at as possibly a homer take, but I really think Texas Tech. Everything's aligned for the Red Raiders to get a big W and finally get over the hump against Kansas at home. It seems like, last year they won obviously big in Lawrence, but, they dropped that game, another close one. They dropped several close ones in the last couple of years at home. So I really believe this year they're going to just not even just get over the hump, but really, I think it's going to be a big win, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, from a mental standpoint, it really sets up well for Texas Tech because, on the one hand, Texas Tech is playing with an awful lot of confidence right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on the obvious hot streak. They're playing like a team that knows what they're doing. They're playing like a team that's on a mission, and they really just look very strong right now. So yeah, and you want that. You want your team to be confident. I mean, 4-1. The mental to the physical, and a big part of that mental side is the confidence. And this is a confident team, so that's good. But you don't want your team to be overconfident, and that can be a situation sometimes when things are going so good and you're climbing up through the rankings. But when you're playing Kansas, you're not going to be overconfident, right? So you got that sweet spot where you got the confidence going, but you're facing a very, very worthy opponent who's just always managed to get you in Lubbock, it seems like. At least since Daryl Dora was doing his thing,
right.
It seemingly. But he can't help you too much this year. Yeah, I think they're going to have the right frame of mind for this game. And honestly, Kansas in Big 12 play has not been particularly stout on the road so far. Yeah, I would agree that it does, on paper and everything that we can look at, it's looking pretty good for Tech.
Yeah, and to break down the importance of this game, I mean, Tech and Kansas are just 1 game back at Kansas State. Kansas State's the top Big 12 standings, I believe 10-3. Tech and Kansas reached 9-4, and then just a game back from them, Iowa State and Baylor at 8-5. Just so it's boom, it's tight there. Texas, I believe, is just 1 more game. They have 7 wins, and TCU's fallen off now. So really, that's about it. The line of demarcation is Texas after UT. I don't even know the Horned Frogs. Do you think they make the tournament at this point, Joe?
I think they're right there on the bubble. In fact, I think with this last loss, they may be on the wrong side of the bubble.
I agree.
They're in a situation where they have got to get it right and immediately. They can't afford to be losing much more, if any. So yeah, that's going to be a motivated team for everybody that they play for the remainder of the year, including Texas Tech, who has to go to TCU.
Yep.
But I mean, heck, they're just not playing very good. They're missing Quatnoy, a high-scoring small forward wing sort of a player.
He was their guy.
Yeah, he really was. And since he's been hurt, they haven't been quite the same. So he'll be coming back soon, presumably, and that's going to help. But I mean, is it going to be soon enough? And can they get it together? I don't know. TCU is in a precarious spot right now.
Yeah, Tech plays TCU, Iowa State, Oklahoma State again. Who else do they have? Texas at home. Yeah, and then, of course, Kansas this weekend. So, all right, real quick, give me one key. What's the key to Texas Tech pulling it off this weekend against the Jayhawks?
Yeah, it's just, I think keeping the feet on the ground, keeping a level-headed approach. Because I mean, it's going to be so easy to just be too sky high in these sorts of situations, and I think they're going to do it. I mean, I really believe that has really not been too much of a problem with Texas Tech under Chris Beard. I believe in most situations with high intensity, high energy situations, they've come out and they've been locked in. They've been in the right frame of mind and they've done well. So I don't think that that's going to be a problem too much for Texas Tech, but it always could be. That's always a danger when you got 15,000 plus maniacs, guys waving their stuff around with the robes and whatnot. You tend to go a little bit nuts maybe sometimes, so to speak. I think that they will come in with that right approach, but they have to do that. I mean, you don't want to be in a situation where you come out there and you kind of spit the bit, you get down by double digits, 12, 13, 14 points, and then having to battle back, because then you could be in a little bit of trouble. So the Tech needs to get right at the start, have a good beginning to this game, maybe hold serve through that first 10 minutes, and then I believe they can gradually just pull away.
Absolutely. Great stuff, Joe. 7 p.m. Saturday, Texas Tech versus Kansas. I believe it's a whiteout. It's been sold out for like months. It should be an amazing atmosphere. Can't wait. Joe, great stuff as always. Thank y'all for watching, and until next time.